All right, people, let's get this show on the road. Quiet down, let's get this show on the road. Ned!
Yeah, what?
We got a show to do.
Oh.
Time to get going.
All right, here we go.
All right, places, please. Rock and roll. Let's go.
Good morning, Georgetown. My name's Ned, and I'm here to bring you the news. Today in the weather, we have weather will happen today. There we go. And today it's sports. That's we have some scores of 65 to 47 and 45 to 37, and in double overtime we have a victory by the winners. All right, there we go. Let's see. Now it's time for us to check on our on-the-scene reporter, Rhoda. Rhoda, can you hear me? Rhoda, where are you? Oh, there you are, gorgeous. How are you?
Well, Ned, we've been traveling with Jesus in Capernaum. And today, we met a man who has a weird diet and wears weird clothes.
Weird diet? What do you mean?
Well, he skips a steak and eggs. If you know what I mean.
He's got a camo on his hair. That would be heavy.
No, Ned. He wears clothes made of camel hair. And Jesus went to this man, John the Baptist, and asked to be baptized in the waters. As Jesus was coming out of the water, an amazing thing happened. A dove came down from heaven, and then a loud voice came from the sky and said, "Thou art my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased."
Wow, and you were an eyewitness to all of this.
Yes, Ned, we all were. Many people came to hear John preach and see him baptized. There's no doubt about it. Ned, Jesus truly is the Son of God.
The Son of God, wow, that's amazing. Has anything else really cool happened since that happened?
Well, Ned, actually quite a bit. We have been with him all the time, and it has been very interesting. He has proven that he has power over everything and anything he wants. Only the Son of God could have the power to do what he does. We all know that Jesus is God's Son. I was expecting someone of his position to have people serve him. He serves people, Ned. He has been a servant to many who cannot help themselves. His life is an example of caring and compassion. Whenever he sees someone who is hurting, he does what he needs to do to help him. Jesus has been so loving and so kind to everyone around him. He has used his time and energy to touch and heal many people.
Wait. Do you mean that Jesus, the Son of God, touches sick people?
Yes, Ned. Jesus is definitely busy, but he is never too busy to serve people. Apparently, he is not afraid of touching sick people either. Jesus healed the mother-in-law of one of his followers. Shortly after that, the whole town brought their sick people to him, and he healed all of them. But people are really taking to Jesus, and he loves to heal them. And even those with leprosy.
Leprosy? Rhoda, I don't mean to sound silly, but what's leprosy?
Well, I'm not sure. So I actually brought Dr. Stein to explain to us all of what leprosy is.
Dr. Stein?
Yes, leprosy is a horrible disease. It makes sores and boils grow all over the skin and eventually makes the whole body rot. Because the disease is so easily passed from one person to another, people don't touch lepers. In fact, lepers have to walk around and yell, "Unclean! Unclean!" and ring a bell so that everyone can hear them and stay far away.
Wow.
Thank you, Dr. Stein. But Jesus showed us how much he cared for the leper when he touched the leper before healing him. That was very humbling to see. I have been asking myself ever since, would I serve people as Jesus did? Would I be unselfish and use my time helping others just like Jesus? Would I show compassion to all those around me if I were such an important person? After all, he is the Son of God. He really loves people, even lepers.
He really loves lepers. I can't believe it. Has Jesus been doing anything else exciting over there?
Ned, he's been so kind, and he has healed so many people. The crowd's response is incredible. He just keeps loving them and helping them in every way he can. Ned, I'm so excited. I just witnessed the most amazing thing. We were all squeezed into this house where Jesus was serving and teaching. Suddenly, all this stuff fell from the ceiling, but it wasn't caving in. 4 men were taking off the tiles from the roof. They were trying to get their crippled friend to Jesus. It was too crowded to get him through the door because all the people in the house were wanting to hear Jesus. They didn't give up, though. They were so determined to get their friend to Jesus that they came right through the roof. When the hole in the roof was big enough, they lowered their paralyzed friend down to Jesus on this mat. I saw the paralyzed man when we were all trying to get into the house. I even remember thinking to myself, there's no way I'll ever get through this crowd.
So what happened when they lowered him through the roof?
Well, it was so amazing, Ned. When they lowered him down, everyone became silent. Jesus looked at him and called to him, "Son." It was really a quiet moment. The love, the kindness, and compassion that they shared for that brief moment, Ned, was priceless. Jesus had such compassion for a handicapped man whom he didn't even know. Jesus told him that his sins were forgiven. Then Jesus healed him, and at once he got up and began to walk. I learned quite a lesson, Ned. I know that Jesus is God. I know that he can forgive sins. But what if Jesus had not taken time? What if he had not looked down on this paralyzed man?
Well, that's a good question. What if Jesus didn't look down on him?
Ned, Jesus did not see him as a problem. He didn't see him as a lower-class person who was unworthy of his time and efforts. Jesus was such a great servant. He treated the man with love, kindness, respect, and compassion. What a great example of service that comes from a loving heart, Ned. I know that I haven't practiced compassion like that lately. But as I watched Jesus, I saw what a difference he made in the lives of others. I want to be more compassionate toward others. When I get back to the studio, I need to spend some time asking God to forgive me how I have treated other people and ask him to help me become a compassionate servant just like Jesus. This is Rhoda, the Roman reporter in Capernaum, signing off.
Thanks, Rhoda. And wow, what an amazing first-hand story. It just shows us what kind of a man, what kind of a God Jesus is, and how we should be compassionate and a compassionate servant just like Jesus. Wow. That's all the time we have today, folks. Have a good night. This is Ned, signing off.
All right, folks, that's a wrap. We got it. Team, how good a teammate have you been? Just how good a teammate have you been? Have you been compassionate like our coach, Jesus? Have you been out there playing your position well? Folks, it's time to get in the game. It's time to take the field. It's time to be the friend and be the compassionate teammate that we know you can be. Do it.